blessings. Blessings from above, and the peace which is the shalom of the eternal God of Israel. Remember that, the God of Israel. So when you hear us opening the books and going in and examine, and you hear me talking about Hebrews, Israel, Gentiles, the nations and things, we speak it from a Hebraic perspective. Do all things decent and in order. There's no real life is boring. There's no excitement. Everybody follows the same mundane routine. They haven't broke. They haven't found the power to break out of that old stale mode. But we want to tell each other A, B, C, and D. But man, look, better wake up. We ain't going. Okay, give me some beans and rest ice. I want some beans. Feel beans tonight, y'all. Okay, give me some blessings. You did. Some beans in my belly. My belly, Ellie. My belly, my belly. My belly, my belly. Some beans in my belly. Some beans, rice. Like the other sons of Abraham that didn't come from Jacob. They are Hebrews, but they are not Israelites. Israelites are those who are chosen to be the priests, prophets, kings. This is the chosen set apart. The whole nation is blessed. All people of the earth is blessed. But I'm talking about most I see the difference in all humans. People will tell you we all the same and we not. I understand y'all trying to walk a thin line, but at what cost? I'm not going to dilute the truth of Deuteronomy 7:6 just to please the next man's feelings when I should be teaching him the truth of God's words. If you can't take the heat, just get up out the kitchen. That's just the same as with the Hebrew. All Hebrews are not Israelites, and all Israelites are not Hebrews. Because what? Israelites are the servants of God in the many nations. I was just listening to Sister Celeste when she was talking about that. And she was breaking it down, and I'm like, yeah, you hit it right, sis. That's how it goes. I learned this a long time ago. That's why you don't see me in confusion with brothers and sisters about who's Israel and who not. Israel, those who are chosen to serve him. These are his servants. His servants, like America, Europe, Russia. All these nations got servants in the form of corporations with leaders, presidents, and things like that. These are corporations, entities. This is not God's government. Only government that's eternal is God. They only go as far as we agree for them to go in reality. But God's government is eternal and is not rooted in the confusion that we see, especially from the Hebrews. That's a majority of our problem. That's why we can't come together. That's why the others are running. They know it's the truth, but they not gonna follow you as you follow Christ with all this contention and it's too much. It's too much wickedness going on with the lies, which causes others not to want to even look at Israel. Bottom line, what it is, wickedness. But the truth of the matter is, Negroes, you are Hebrews. You are them people he chose to serve his kingdom. And he's gonna draw you back out. And people are learning, and we know it's the truth. We are learning it. We know this. We're not taking nobody else's word. But at the same time, we can't be like them. That's what separates us. We steady hollering about what they doing and what they not doing, all in the name of going against us so they can stay up in love. You gotta have love for your neighbor because it's gonna be a lot entering into the kingdom of Israel that these Hebrews ain't gonna understand. And even when he regather us, that's the point of my video. Read Deuteronomy 28. He talks about the blessings and the curses, and that we know we were scattered. We know our people fell into the curses. But he also talks about the plan of redemption nobody seems to want to talk about. Where these same people, their descendants who we're seeing now, are descendants of those who were scattered, enslaved during the war. It was a Roman war, Greco-Roman war against our people. They waged war. We didn't just go, like, oh, just to plan enslave us. Hell no. And it was based on, and we know, you can read Deuteronomy 32, verse 26. God will tell you, I scattered you. I'm the one who scattered you and made you of no remembrance before all men. So that is the battle, but gotta understand it's two different battles. Yes, he's honoring the covenant between us, but at the same time, he's not honoring the covenant for you to hinder others from coming into the kingdom. You're gonna be just like your ancestors. Or if you don't follow the Moses seat, you'll never get in the kingdom. You a lie. The Father seat is spiritual, so whatever's coming from him supersedes whatever he gave us in the natural. If it's not pointing us back to the Messiah to get us back, that we know he is the word of the Father come in the flesh, they a lie. I said it because the word said it. Take it from me. You want evidence? Here it is. They lying. I'm telling you, we got to kill that energy, family, because they follow us anyway. Everything we say, the things that we do, they emulate us, family. I'm not wishing on no star or trying to talk down about nobody, but hundreds of thousands of dollars to train for what you do off the rip. Hundreds of thousands of dollars to train for what you do off the rip. I just seem like a little 5 or 6 year old little brother. Little Negro punching the board. It's a wooden board, but it's wrapped with leather so you could cushion the hands. But he throwing jabs. The man throwing jabs so fast, faster than the average trained boxer. I'm like, dang. And this is a baby boy. It's in you. Ye are gods. Ye are gods. You got too many witnesses. Christ told you whom the word came to. Who was the word given to? Psalms 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob. Them are them Shemite people. Everybody can't come into the house of Shem, and Shem got to understand they might not have received the covenant through their ancestors, but that don't negate the invitation that the Father's sending out to all. It's gonna be a shakeup because yes, the forerunners been out there running with it. Oh, they going to hell. They did for what they did for the nations. You ain't got to deal with them. Simple as that. Why would you waste your time hating them? That's energy you giving to something you say ain't real. Well, the way to destroy them is not to deal with them. And when you don't deal with them, you smother them. You suffocate them. People need attention. That's going to break their ass. Real talk. And that would destroy any system or corporations and businesses they have, subsequently destroying their world. That's what's happening right now. If you want to do something where you won't be hurting people, don't mess with them. God haven't empowered us to destroy nobody. Now, if you in the midst of, and the actuality of protecting yourself and your people, you got to do what you got to do. You don't let nobody harm you. That's between you and the Most High. Even for those who have to do such bad governance. Well, he made a way, but before you pull the trigger, you better go read under the circumstances and why. It applies. It's not that like a lot of people say, well, that God let him kill people. No. God gave you a choice. He didn't tell you can kill nothing. He did not tell you. He gave you laws. He gave you instructions. We look at the laws and we listen to the Christian preacher and our grandparents and parents. They'll tell us, oh, it's done away with. Where do you get that from? Christ said, I came to fulfill. He's the lawgiver. He didn't say he came to do away with nothing. And through that instruction, even that you broke, he minimized it. You went from the 613 to 10. You broke 613. You broke the 10. Yeah, you broke the 10 too. You know what I'm saying? And then he gave you stipulations that you were to hold fast to. He gave you laws and he gave you statutes and judgments that you was to hold fast to in the land, and you broke it, and you still think, and because you broke it, you're not looking at the succession of things that was to come to pass to fix that. He had to remedy that because he's a God of promise, a God of justice. If he's not a God of promise, if he don't hold fast to his promise, then his word has no justice in it. And his word is justice. He is justice. He is that equilibrium. He got me, a old street nigga, ain't no street nigga no more. I done let go the tentacles of that, the connections to that. I'm out here like a lion in the jungle around a whole bunch of hungry lions that's looking like, oh yeah, he back out. He out here with us. But I'm out here, and how I'm moving is in the ruach. When I say that, I mean that. And when I speak, that's how I'm moving. I'm moving like him. That's a spirit, family. And through that word, there's your instruction. So all that arguing about who can go into Israel, remember Genesis 32. The God of Israel changed the name of the Shemites and gave them that last name because they're his servants. But servants, listen to it. Just listen to the words being used. He chose them to represent his kingdom, to serve him in spirit and in truth. The Messiah made that plain when he was speaking to the Canaanite woman at the well, the woman of Samaria. Remember, they weren't even dealing. We couldn't even deal with Canaanites because of their ancestors' wickedness. But Christ was dealing with this woman, put into their land, because you can go and read about when the king of Assyria brought them other people in there, and the Most High, and things was happening to them because they didn't know the law of the land. The Most High gave all nations, the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, land, a little area, but his land was given to Shem and to the descendants. And that's in Africa. That's why you find Shemites and Hamites in Africa. But it was some of Ham, and it was some of Shem who gave us up to who? The Grecians, the Europeans. They gave us up. Joel 3, Psalms 83. It tells you them people when you read Psalms 83. Ham and Shem gave us up to who? Japhet. Yes, I have to tell the truth. Assure's in there. You think they just came in there, they were so powerful they walked in there? No, no, because of your hard heartedness, and over time, it's a lot, in there you have to unpack, but it's all based on, predicated on Judah and Israel broke the covenant. Had they not broke the covenant, we wouldn't have been all this tragedy happening to us. Yeah, it would be some things going on in the world because the enemy is here for a time. But at the same time, you gotta know we are powerful people. It don't take no money. We exude power when we talk, when we walk, when we think. We have an eternal power, and they feel that. When we speak this, I can tell you I'm a Christian, I'm a atheist, I'm a devil worshiper, I'm a everything. But when I tell you we are the Hebrew Israelite, that ruffles feathers across the world, a world paradigm, family. I'm sitting right here in Chicago on the south side in this little old bathroom, shut off where it's quiet. And this word, if they heard it on a loudspeaker, it will cause so much uproar, in the sense of people being elated and learning that they do have a God and that God do love them and that they are his people. And then you have the wicked like, oh no, he don't know what he talking about. Like, we give the wicked too much power. They not that powerful. I don't care how much goddamn money they got. The lands the Most High gave us, we got natural resources. We can use the barter system. Cut them off. Don't feed them nothing. Make their ass drop to their knees and repent before the Most High. That's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be accommodating nothing they doing. They systems and corporations, cut that shit off. You don't need it. Explain it to an elder. You want to tell me about some doctors? You've been going to the doctor using that medicine for the last 30 years. You still ain't healed. Seem lead to longevity. Yeah, you might be in the midst of things, but that you follow the instruction that he gave, the dietary to you. Try keeping the law. There's a law set in eternity that's in that pig, whether you pray on it or not, and you eat it. Guess what it's gonna do to you? It's gonna debilitate you. I don't care how many names you call over it. The law is eat proper, eat things that are right. He gave you foul, and he gave. Believe that? Then put your life on it. Prove it. I believe the law still stands, and through when Christ gave us these two commandments, that don't mean you stop reading what was established from the beginning. That means you get more in God so you can understand what the kingdom has come. And the kingdom is spiritual. They don't got nothing to do with what Moses gave us. Other than he go that instruction, y'all keep and do it. Other than that, it all connects back to the eternal one. And through Yeshua, Yahushua, he is the dollar. Come on in. I ain't stopping you. Come on. You ain't at this door. You sitting in there fussing about what you got to do. But through Yeshua, he is giving you a way. So you can't say you don't have a way. And with that, be encouraged, man. I'm out. 20 minutes. I don't need to go no hour because y'all don't listen. But I pray you get this one. Shalom. We on the rise. Judah, Israel.